Hello. Welcome to animatedteeth.com and our page that discusses the possibility of reusing a tooth's dental crown following root canal treatment. For clarity's sake, here's the scenario this video addresses. You have a tooth that has a dental crown on it. Your dentist reports to you that the tooth now requires root canal treatment. So, after its endodontic therapy has been completed, will the original crown still be satisfactory, or will a new one need to be placed? As you'll discover during this video, it all depends on whether or not the original crown can be counted on to provide a reliable seal for your tooth's root canal work. In explaining further, let's first investigate a situation where one might. Consider this scenario. Before performing your tooth's root canal therapy, your dentist removes its dental crown. They then perform your procedure. When finished, they cement your crown back on. In this case, since the crown hasn't been altered and has been cemented back into place, it once again creates a protective seal over your tooth. Its requirements for your tooth are met. Now, consider this second scenario. Your tooth requires root canal treatment. Instead of removing your tooth's crown to perform this work, your dentist gains access to the interior of your tooth by way of drilling a hole through it. Your root canal procedure is then performed and completed. The question now becomes, can your existing crown, which now has a hole in it, still be counted on to provide an adequate seal for your tooth? Well, with this crown there would be a question if it can. And as an answer, yes, possibly it can be reused and provide satisfactory service, but making your tooth a new crown really makes the safer, more predictable bet. Let's backtrack just a little. As a first question to what we've stated so far in this video, you may wonder why all crowns aren't just removed from their teeth before their root canal treatment is performed. Well, removing a crown from a tooth can be difficult, possibly exceedingly so. And it's not uncommon that during the attempt the crown may be irreparably damaged, possibly the tooth too. So, a dentist may try to remove a crown, but if it doesn't come off easily, they'll probably back off from this plan pretty quickly. As a second question, how about the situation where a hole was drilled through the crown? When can that crown still be used? With this scenario, the primary issue is whether or not the hole can be sealed up, like by placing a dental filling. As background, the importance of the seal is this. If contaminants, like bacteria and debris, can seep back into the interior of your tooth, its root canal treatment will fail. This phenomenon is referred to as coronal leakage, and on our website we have a page and video dedicated to just this issue. So, take the case where a filling has been placed to plug the hole in your crown. Will it create a substantial enough seal? And how long will the seal last? After all, fillings do deteriorate over time. Well, no one can answer these questions for certain. Your dentist can advise you, based on their impression of your case and their experience with others. And sometimes just plugging the hole with a filling may make a reasonable choice. However, if the time and cost of making a new restoration for your tooth are of no concern, which of course is seldom the case, the predictable seal that a fully intact crown can offer certainly makes a very attractive, almost always preferable, option. So, talk to your dentist. Let them explain the pros and cons as they apply to your case so you two together can make a decision. As the second issue, the kind of crown that was previously made for your tooth may be an important influencing factor. Consider this. Drilling a hole through an all-metal crown, like a gold one, probably won't weaken it significantly. The same can probably be said for porcelain fused to metal crowns. Even though the act of drilling the hole may, unpredictably, lead to porcelain fracture sometime in the future, which often will cause a need for crown replacement, the metal layer that encapsulates your tooth will remain intact and continue to provide a seal for its root canal work. The greatest concern would be with all ceramic crowns. Some kinds of all ceramics are astoundingly strong. Others, not nearly so. With any all ceramic, but especially the latter kind, the act of drilling a hole through the crown might crack it, probably without your dentist realizing it. A generally intact but cracked ceramic crown might allow coronal leakage to occur. And certainly if the restoration outright fractures, the tooth's protective seal will be lost. Once again, only your dentist can advise you, based on their impression and experience, about how much risk you run. Let them explain the pros and cons of your situation so you together can come to a decision about whether your existing crown should continue to be used or not. We will point out that by now you can probably see that making a new crown offers a lot of advantages, especially in regard to predictability, with the main disadvantage primarily being cost. Of course, after just having had to pay for root canal treatment, we certainly understand how yet another major expense can pose a substantial burden, and how that might make the hope of reusing your existing crown very attractive. So with those points left for you to quiz your dentist about, we'll end this video. We'd be remiss in not pointing out that our page contains additional pertinent information about this subject, so be sure to give it a read. Good luck, and goodbye.